Hey guys, welcome to my spoiler-free review of the 2015 Fantastic Four reboot from Fox. Now, I'm sure that you've heard pretty horrible reviews about it, and if I'm not wrong, it's on about 9% of Rotten Tomatoes, which is actually the lowest rating for any Marvel superhero movie. So, I don't know, that's pretty great for Fox, I guess. I'm just straight off, this is spoiler-free, so don't worry if I'm going to spoil it for you, I won't. But if I do, it's a pretty average movie, so don't worry about spoilers. It's not that important. I'm gonna be honest. Now, like I said, you've heard horrible reviews, but I don't think it's actually as bad as everyone is saying it is. I understand why people wouldn't like the movie, especially the second half. But overall, I thought it was an enjoyable film that had some redeeming qualities and awesome moments. But then, whenever the movie wasn't good, it really wasn't good, and it was the complete opposite of all the great parts in the film. To start off, the action was rubbish in this movie. There was about 10 minutes of fighting in this film. It wasn't really entertaining though. I wouldn't say it wasn't boring. It wasn't boring at all. It just wasn't engaging, wasn't entertaining, wasn't suspenseful in any way. It sort of just happened in like 5 minutes. The final battle was literally 5 minutes, and like I said, it wasn't entertaining whatsoever. Now I'm going to go through the 5 main characters in the movie and tell you what I thought about them. Sue Storm, she was pretty okay. Kate Mara did a fine job portraying the character, but she wasn't particularly interesting. I liked her her ability to really understand patterns and all. That was a very interesting concept, but overall she was a pretty bland and emotionless character. Reed Richards, I really did like in the movie, more in the first half, but then I like the journey he went on in the second half, which I don't really want to talk about because I really don't want to spoil any parts of the movie for anyone. Johnny Storm, he was a very likable character, gonna be honest, but then in the second half, he was sort of annoying at times, but then at the end of the movie, you begin to like him again. Ben Grimm, so the Thing, he was, I don't know, I really liked him before he became the Thing, but then once he became the Thing, he just seemed like a CGI character the whole time, and I don't know, you never really felt any emotion for him because, like I said, he just felt like a CGI character. The CGI wasn't bad by any means, it just wasn't good enough to make you believe that he was really there. Like, you see the Hulk in Age of Ultron, you knew it was obviously CGI, but it looked like he was really there. The special effects were great. You could see like the details on his skin, which was amazing. With this Thing, he just looked like a CGI rock character, which is sort of unfortunate. And Victor Von Doom, he's interesting. He's an interesting case. Of course, everyone seems to hate him. Before even seeing the movie, I decided to give him a chance. I understand why people don't like how he looks. It's not really Doctor Doom look, except for the cloak that he wears during the final battle. But it was a practical look. It made sense when you watch the film. But overall, I really did like him. His powers made no sense, but they were cool. I liked him. His reason for trying to destroy the Earth didn't make sense, but oh well. I don't know, he was a pretty average villain, but his powers did impress me. They were pretty awesome, despite the fact, like I said, they made no sense. Now, by far, my favourite part of the movie was easily the first act of the film. It definitely felt like that was Josh Trank's film until Fox ruined the second half. But with the first act, it was just fantastic. No pun intended. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna give that first half like a 9 out of 10. Like, I really, really enjoyed it. And the first half ends after the big accident, and I don't really want to explain it too much, might spoil anything, but the scene when the accident happens where they get the powers, it was quite frightening in the sense when you're watching them react to their new powers and seeing what's happening to their friends and how they want to know if each other are alright. It sort of emotionally hits you in the sense you'd be panicking and feeling the same way if something like this were to ever happen to you, and you really felt the emotion through each of the characters because you got to see how each of them coped with the powers at first and how they adapted to them, which I thought was fascinating, and I absolutely loved that scene. It's possibly one of my favourite scenes of the year so far. It was just a very impactful scene that was probably the first scene I thought about after watching the movie. I thought it was fantastic. But then after the first act, the film took a big dive. It felt very average, very generic, and really not in a good way. The government gets involved, and then when Doctor Doom is introduced, as cool as his powers were, like I said, his reason for wanting to destroy Earth didn't really make any sense. Like, it sort of did, like, understood where he was coming from, but overall it was a pretty rubbish reason, and it just, I don't know, the second half just fell very, very flat. But to sum up the Fantastic Four reboot, I'm going to say that the first half was fantastic. There were scenes in this movie where you saw the potential and how great it could have been, but all that potential was ruined by horrible action that lasted around 10 minutes, CGI that looked unrealistic and like it came out of 2003, no emotional attachment with characters, especially the Thing, and all four of the team felt like they didn't really like each other throughout the film, and like they never really got to know each other as characters, and you could definitely notice that. So overall, I'm going to give the movie a 7 out of 10. It's definitely not as bad as everyone is saying that it is, and you should definitely just give the movie a go. I don't think they'll make a sequel at this rate. The box office hasn't been too good, and like I said, it's only got 9% on Rotten Tomatoes. So let me know if you've seen this movie, what did you think, and if you haven't seen it, are you planning on watching it? Thank you very much for watching this video. If you want some more videos just like this one, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.